My name is Jason, and I learned the hard truth that love isn't held together by clinging tighter. It's preserved through honesty. My wife, Lily, and I had shared a decade together, but over the past few months, something had shifted. The laughter that once echoed through our home had vanished, replaced by silence. Her smiles became rare, and the light in her eyes dimmed whenever she looked at me. I knew exactly why. I had shattered her trust. I let loneliness and my ego cloud my judgment. It wasn't a drawn-out affair, just a single, fleeting mistake with someone from work. A night I thought I could bury and forget. But guilt doesn't fade quietly. It simmers until the truth finally claws its way out. When Lily discovered what I'd done, she didn't yell, she didn't fling objects, she didn't curse. She just looked at me, tears welling in her eyes, and said, "You broke something I can't fix." Her words cut deeper than any scream ever could. For weeks, she moved through our home like a ghost, speaking barely a word. Then, one evening, she packed a small bag. I knew what it meant. She was leaving. I watched her fold her clothes with trembling hands yet calm expression. I wanted to stop her, but what right did I have? I was the source of the pain she wanted to escape. As she turned toward the door, something inside me snapped completely. Pride, excuses, justifications, they all disappeared. "Lily," I whispered, my voice quivering. She paused, but didn't look at me. "I know you have no reason to believe anything I say anymore," I continued, tears blurring my vision. "But before you walk out, just hear me for a moment." She stood silently, back still turned. I inhaled deeply, stepped closer, and spoke the three words that had been living in my heart, unspoken for far too long. I was lost. She slowly turned, confusion and pain in her eyes. "What?" she asked softly. "I was lost," I repeated. "Not because of you, not because of us, but because I stopped seeing the value in what we built. I got caught up in work, in stress, in the idea that I wasn't enough. And I hurt the one person who made me feel whole. I can't take it back. I can't erase it. But I swear I'll spend the rest of my life finding my way back to the man you deserve." For a long moment, she just stared. The silence was unbearable. Then her shoulders shook as she dropped her bag and covered her face, sobbing harder than I had ever seen. I moved closer, placing my hands gently on her shoulders. "I don't expect forgiveness," I whispered. "But please, don't leave thinking I don't understand what I've lost." She looked at me through tear-streaked eyes, red and full of pain, but also something else. "You hurt me more than anyone ever could," she said. "But I believe you mean what you just said. And maybe that means something." That night, she didn't leave. She slept in the guest room, and we didn't speak again until morning. But something had shifted. For the first time in months, anger wasn't all there was. There was a flicker of hope. Over the following months, we slowly rebuilt our marriage, piece by piece. It wasn't easy. Some days, she couldn't even look at me. Some days, I hated myself more than she ever could. But I kept showing up. I listened. I took responsibility. And I learned that love isn't about being perfect. It's about choosing someone even when it hurts. A year later, on our anniversary, we stood together on the same beach where I had proposed years before. She slipped her hand into mine and said softly, "You were lost, Jason, but you found your way back." I smiled through tears. "Because you gave me the chance to," I said. She rested her head on my shoulder. "Those 3 words saved us," she whispered. "Not because they erased what happened, but because they made me see that you finally saw yourself. Today, we're stronger than ever, not because we forgot the past, but because we learned from it. Sometimes, love survives not through grand apologies or promises, but through the simple truth of 3 honest words. I was lost. Those words didn't just make her stay. They made us whole again.